What's up, fellas? How you doing, man? Antonelli here.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we're answering your questions from the comment section of one of my YouTube videos. And today's question was, what did it feel like when I was drafted in the first round? When they called it out that day with the 17th pick in the 2006 MLB draft, the San Diego Padres select man Antonelli. Everyone jumps around and gets all excited.
With the 17th pick of the 2006 first-year player draft, the San Diego Padres select Matt Antonelli.
What did that actually feel like? So I'm going to take you back in a time machine, back to that day. Here's the first thing. I had, and I've explained this in other videos, I got drafted out of high school. I went in the 19th round, I think it was, with the Los Angeles Dodgers. Decided to turn it down and went to play at Wake Forest instead of being drafted. So then I had to wait 3 more years until I was draft eligible again. And when I was drafted by the Dodgers, because I'm a real sick individual, I guess, got drafted in the 19th round, and I was pissed. I was so mad because they told me I was going to go in like the 5th round, right around the 5th round. And I was so upset. I didn't even want to listen to anybody when they said, congrats, you've been drafted by the Dodgers. And I was, screw the Dodgers. I was upset because I thought I should have been drafted a lot higher. So I made this decision when I went to Wake Forest. And I said, I'm going to go to Wake Forest. In 3 years, I'm going to be a first-round pick so that I can, stick it to everyone that didn't draft me earlier and to the Dodgers for taking me in the 19th round, okay? That was my mindset. It might have been a little bit of, I was a little weird, okay? But that was my mindset. So I had this idea, vision in my head of being a first-round pick. So every time I was training or working out or practicing or doing anything, like that was my main motivation. I was trying to be as good as I could be because I had to get drafted in the first round. I didn't have to, but mentally I convinced myself that I had to be, right? Okay, so that was like 3 years in the making of me doing that, working out all the time. And, when I'm squatting and there's like, I don't know how much weight was on the bar, but there's a lot of weight. And I told you before, my mentality when I was squatting was like, I'm going to lower this bar and I'm either going to die or I'm going to get the bar back up. So I got 2 options. So hopefully I get this bar back up. Like that was my mentality. The reason I had that is because I wanted to get drafted so badly in the first round. And they told me I had no power. And I was like, I'll show you I have no power. I'll just weigh 225 pounds, look like a middle linebacker, and then I'll show you some power. So just to give you some insight into how my brain worked back then. So when finally I read that article one day when I was a sophomore in college and I saw that I could be a projected first-round pick possibly, I guess maybe I wasn't really surprised because, again, I kind of thought that I could do it. I was playing well. And then my junior year comes around and I start off the year hitting tons of home runs and was probably leading the ACC and maybe the country in some offensive categories at some point. I mean, I went crazy the first month of the season. I hit so many home runs. I had already basically told myself I'm getting drafted in the first round. And then the projections started to come out and the mock drafts and all that, and it had me in the first round going to the Toronto Blue Jays at like the 14th pick. And so now I've really kind of just in my mind, I've been seeing this for 3 years and now it seems like it's really going to happen. So when I woke up in the morning, I was pretty convinced I was going in the first round. And when they called my name eventually, and everyone went like bananas, right? Everyone's going crazy. And I kind of like just smiled. I was not, in my mind, it was really strange. I kind of already felt like it was going to happen. So it wasn't like I was in shock. Like when I was sitting there and they call it and I seem pretty calm. I just kind of, I smiled and I think I hugged my parents or something. I had already kind of like seen that happen. So it wasn't even, I wasn't like, wow, I can't believe it. It's unbelievable. I'd seen the draft happen like 452,000 times in my head already. So it was just, okay, cool. I got drafted in the first round. And honestly, pretty quickly after that, I transitioned almost immediately after getting drafted. Again, maybe just I'm weird. I immediately went to, now I got to go play in the major leagues. Like very, very quick transition. So was I excited? Yeah, I was definitely excited. But it was a strange type of thing where you really want something really bad, but I kind of convinced myself it was going to happen. And then when it happened, it was like not that big of a deal, which is strange considering I thought about it so many times and was so obsessive over it. So this might be kind of a quick answer to your question, but it was a great feeling knowing that I accomplished it. But I guess I kind of move on to the next thing like pretty quickly in most areas. It's like I have goals and you hit them and then you move on to like the next goal. And that's kind of how it was. I just kind of went from, all right, we did it. Now what's the next thing that I got to do? Got to play in the major leagues. And you know, it's weird. I got to the major leagues and I don't ever remember, this is interesting, maybe this is, I'm just thinking of this now. I got to the major leagues and it wasn't like I got to the major leagues and was like, I did it, now I got to be a Hall of Famer. I got to the major leagues and that was kind of it. It's weird. I'm not going to talk about it in this video because I got to think about these thoughts a little bit more before I put a video together. But the major leagues was just a little bit different. I was super excited to be there. I was much more nervous. I was very nervous. When I got drafted, I wasn't like, oh, I'm a first round pick and now I'm nervous. I'm going to be a professional player. But when I made the major leagues, it was a different animal. It might have been because I was struggling that year in AAA when I got called up, and maybe I just didn't have as much confidence. But when I got there, there was no like next thing like, okay, now let's be a Hall of Famer. It also wasn't like, oh, I made it, let me quit either. I wanted to be a really, really good player, and I wanted to play as long as I could. But I don't remember kind of transitioning over to that next thing. Anyways, we'll talk about that in another video. So hopefully this helps give you a little bit of insight into my thought process and how it felt to finally be a first-round pick, with that being my goal for so long. So let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, give it a thumbs up, all that good stuff. We'll talk to you later. If you've got hitters that you're looking to improve before the start of next season, this is essential for you. Matt Antonelli here, former Major League player, first-round pick, and college coach. With this course, we're going to show you exactly, step-by-step, how to generate power, develop bat speed, and enhance swing mechanics. Regardless of your hitter's age, this course is going to deliver advanced hitting techniques that will allow any hitter to get better and make an impact at the plate this spring. We have a full catalog of training content that you can access from anywhere at any time. This course is perfect for players, parents, coaches, instructors, and more. It offers a comprehensive package of drills and techniques that you can directly implement. Our course has helped hitters all over the country at different competition levels, and the feedback that we've received has been outstanding. The work you put in now will drive your success at the plate this spring. Get the essential knowledge that you need to take your game to the next level. I've put the link in the description if you want to go check it out.